Where is this young man? Finally, Christ.
Sa, パパッと選んじゃおう。ナオト。うわ、狂犬。
Okay, this matchup. Not too hard. 5-5. Slightly in my favor at an extreme rating, but 5-5.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
その程度の実力だと
アズラエルウィンリベル2アクション
オラ
これくらい
Didn't get my barrier fast enough. Every time he does that, I get hit. I'm mad. Was ready for it this time too.
Naoto
So that was good.
Win Rebel 3アクション
これが暴力だ。見えるか。ステイク。オラ。インペルのクル
Oh, my Astro! I got Sentinel somehow. I got Sentinel. What? That was weird, but alright. So Azrael's 6C is +2 on block, on normal block, -1 on instant block. But a lot of people with DPs that are able to be done in the air, they tend to DP immediately after an air block JC, so I was kind of prepared for that. So I guess good on me for being kind of anticipatory, if that's even a word for air DP. I'm just mad I didn't get Astral. I mean, match ended quicker. Probably didn't want to sit through the entire Astral animation anyways. Probably just skipped it. I'm trying not to be too aggressive at far range of the neutral in fear of like fully charged drives, because they're pretty good at full speed against Azrael to limit his movement. Close range a bit more risky because I can kind of hit good enhanced phantom. That was super dumb, Jason. JA. And I dropped my fatal route.
その程度の実力だと
アズラエルリベル2アクション。
バカが下だバカが下だこれからの手
I definitely tried the King Alert.
よく
聞いただろ。いいか軽いな。軽いな軽いな軽いな見えてるぞ軽いな。行こう。
Oh god, he's gonna explode. That's so big. I did not react to that 6A, I'll fully admit that. Net play or not, that was gonna open me up.
ウィンリベル3アクション。
Did he really? Did he really again? Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm dead. That was good. I'm kind of upset that Hornet dropped. Hornet usually doesn't drop at that point.
必ず見つける。それまでは止まれねえんだ。
But the win was true in the end, so I can't complain about that one. But wake up 6B.
さあパパッと選んじゃおう。
Of all things, I wonder why he went for that. Did he like snip out the Sentinel? Because that does beat like Sentinel when used like that. So if he snipped it out, then that was a hard read, because if I did anything else, he would have been like deleted. Unless you want to like wake up Rekka, but I don't understand why he would want that. I know 6B is a low crush, but does it like go over lows from like frame 1 or something?
The
Wheel of Fate is turning. Level 1 Action!
Wow, that's fine. Oh, I'm bad. Or not. Alright, okay, so alright, I'm understanding wake up tendencies, defensive tendencies. Alright.
Action!
Wake up. Wake up, sway. If I did meaty throw, he actually would have exploded. Alright, so he's a risk taker.
Action!
Oh my god, okay. Alright, so I'm relying too much on 5A as an anti-air. It's getting stuffed way too many times. So I'm gonna go back to using 6B more liberally, but that's a pretty risky anti-air to use because of like what happens if it whiffs, if it gets blocked like in the air, then I'm fine. I don't gotta worry about too much unless like he gets blocked from behind, which case I just twirl into him. But if he blocks it from the front, then I'm good. But it's pretty easy to outmaneuver that anti-air is Naruto. On fighting Jiv a bunch, he shows me that he can do that pretty consistently, which is why I do kind of stick to 5A. I can use 2C as well, but that's even more high risk. Especially against Naruto, whose air buttons are just really good in this matchup, I feel.
さて
急いでんだ。
食事の時間だ。
The wheel of fate is turning.
Alright,
リベル1アクション。
there it is. I was waiting for that. Alright, hang on. That was deep.
軽いな。軽いな。
Thought I'd be able to outmaneuver it.
軽いな。させるかよ。
I don't know what he was doing there.
もっと俺を楽しませろよ。
I was thinking about adding Growler for an extra hit, but I'm pretty sure we would've got burst by
アク
them.
ション。
軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。
ほら上だ。足りんよそれじゃ心地いい。俺次はないぞ。次はない痛みを知れ。
That's what I meant by CD. That's an anti-air. That was a good job.
その調子で
GG's.
すまね
目に刻め暴力。
アズラエルウィン。
That was a good job to use charge JD to bait out 6B. That's kind of what I meant as an anti-air, is why I kind of stick to 5A a bit more often, but it easily gets stuffed by now with those buttons.
So さあパパッと選んじゃおう。ナオト、うわ狂犬。
I need to learn how to properly utilize OD. Well, against Azrael, it's mainly used as like a defensive tool in reaction to like his drives, because he's really susceptible to like of course IB barrier and OD. If I get too like comfortable using large moves. So if you see me do like 6C, you can react to that with OD. If I do 5D, you can react to OD, 6D and whatnot. Like a lot of people who like choose to block 6D and 3D, they can just OD at times like those. Oh god, he's gonna die.
軽いな軽いな軽いな行くぜ聞いただろ聞いただろもう終わりってわけに
リベル2アクション
見えるか
まだまだ
What the shit? 軽いな軽いな軽いな効かね効かね
二度は
軽いな完全見えてる
二度は少し本気を出すぞ。
避けろほらよほらよ
潰す。
ほらよ
かぬオラ見えるか。
行くぞ全だよ
What went wrong that time?
あんたじゃ俺には勝てねえよ。
ナオトウィン。
I was a bit too aggressive that time. That was a really weird 2C. You just hit me from the back. I guess extended hurt box on J2C. But okay. I noticed something though. I noticed something and I am going to exploit it.
さあ
Easy peasy lemon
パパ選ん
squeezy.
じゃおう。うわ狂犬ナオト。
力を持つ者の
聞いてもら
匂いうがする。
ことはできないよな。
この俺が味わってやる。
The Wheel of Fate is turning. ディベル1アクション。
バスターマグナット。ほら黙ってほらほら二度強気だ。叩く雑魚がほら届かんぞ。ほら届かんぞ。届かんぞ。叩くマグナット。ほら黙ってバスター強気だ。
全開連続
There you go. That was good.
津田めクラッシュカイド津田めこいつは
見えるかゴミくずか。
Okay. I do back that after that a lot. Okay, good call out.
こいつはどうよ
潰す。二度するマグナット。潰す。ストライク。その名の教えてやろう。その程度の実力だと。
アズラエルウィン。ディベル2アクション。
Yeah, there. For 2C, I was in recovery the entire time.
届かんぞ。浅い。届かんぞ。見ろ。見えるか。潰す。潰マグナム。おら。
じゃあ当たるかよ
潰す。叩く。二度は言わん。バスター。
ミキタ全開のクルセイダー
見えるか。バスター。潰す。叩くバカが。
バニシング
叩く。潰す。潰す。バスター。
ミキタ捕まえた今のクラッシュカイドバントムペインバニシングバングインテルのクルセイダーこいつはどうよ
潰す。
当たる
叩くマグナム。バスター。見えるか。ゴミ潰す。見えるか。バスター。
Whoa, my bad dash. Did not come out.
そのままた
ディベル3アクション。
見える。
バニシング
叩くゴミクズが。バスター。潰す。手ぬるいやつだ。
当たるかよ
ゴミクズ。叩く。潰す。よく。二度は言わん。
インテルのクルセイダー
叩く。叩く。
That was good.
バントムペインバニシングバングインテルのクルセイダーバニシングバングインテルの落ちだこいつはどうよバニシングバングクラッシュカイド
バスターマグナトーラ
Not this time.
理不尽だろう。これが力の差だ。
アズラエルウィン。
素材は悪く。
That was supposed to be OD. I would have been safe anyways, because that was 5A? So, but yeah, net play. It happens a lot. A lot of people get burst instead of OD.
Sa, パパッと選んじゃおう。ナオト。うわ、狂犬。
So luckily for me, Jiv's not really using too much to charge drives in neutral at like really far range, so you just like move around a bit. So my movement isn't really that limited until I get close. Even though he still kind of backs off a bit, so he's kind of giving me free real estate. Whoa, where? That was really bad. Think about So, I say, I'm doing that wrong. The JB is supposed to catch the forward roll after Hornet. So next time I'm trying to fuck that up. Christ almighty. Okay, so I got JB instead of TK Growler. Hooray!
リベル3アクション。
見えるか。見えるか。少しいいぞ。軽いな。ゴミか。軽いな。若者め。仕置き。邪魔だ。これが暴力だ。
I'm mad I dropped my double weak point bro throw. I guess cause I did 6A. I mistimed it where he slides, and it's slightly harder to combo off of 6A. During Valiant, when he slides, you usually want to have him not slide. It's still possible to get that combo though, so I'm still a bit upset that I dropped it. But yeah, win's a win. What's the score anyways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-3. Just ignore me getting washed by Tempest right there. A charge, drive, confirms, or OD. They are, so like thank God I'm not having those happen to me too often. Maybe like once or twice so far in this set.
うわ、狂犬。ナオト。
雑魚が何匹来ても
邪魔すんじゃねえよ。
お前が散るだけだ。
The wheel of fate is turning. ディベル1アクション。
おらせい。二度は言わぬ。
悪いな。
残念だったな。
Jesus Christ, dude. That was a good man today. I'm dead. I'm gonna need you to relax, my young man.
ってわけにはいかねえか。
ナオトウィンディベル2アクション。
軽いな。見えてるぜ。軽いな。軽いな。見えてるぜ。見えてるぜ。まだ軽いな。軽いな。暴力だ。軽いな。軽いな。
I know for a fact that was me.
その程度の実力だと。
ディベル
Like I will put all my money on the fact of that being
アク
OD.
ション。
まだまだ。いかねえな。
Oh my god. That was too easy. Stop. What the Jesus Christ? Really? Really?
危なかったぜ。
Alright, JD is out for a while because I definitely did that first Gustav as an attempt to catch him on the way down from that charge, JD. But, like, I guess not. That was a good confirm, though. Like, I'm positive I held barrier and I got tagged by 2D on the way down. So is that like some weird unblockable setup or something? Because if so, I'm like, damn.
狂犬ナオト。
I know for a fact that was me.
ディベル2アクション。
おら
ナオト
おら
ウィンディベル2アクション。
おら
ナオト
JD is active for a bit. Yeah, okay, so keep that in mind.
全力を出せ。
どうしても戦わないとダメか。
そして俺を楽しませろ。
The wheel of fate is turning. リベル1アクション。
タイガータイガータイガー次はナイス。ほら上だ。後ろだ。その調子だ。
バニシング。
後ろだ。行くぞ。
バニシング。
惜しいな。惜しい。その調子。
That whip they got. On the cheese. Kinda get.
破壊こそ美学。その調子。その調子。これを出させるか。
Oh my god. Alright, that was jump back barrier and it gave me Growler. Kind of not worth person. I almost had the match.
リベル2
Or the round.
アクション。
次はないぞ。痛みを知れ。死ね。もっと俺を楽しませ。
リベル3アクション。
ここだ。誰？俺。ここだ。クソが。誰？タイガー。誰？次はないぞ。
What the Jesus?
痛恨の一撃ってやつだ。タイガー。次は
In the what? Okay, I'm alive. Boost off DP, the Dante Red Grave special. Also, I remember you telling me, have you ever gotten TK DP on the other side when you wanted TK Growler, and that definitely just happened. The score I think I want to say is 5-5 right now, or let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5-4 in my favor right now. The fact that I got TK deep, like if I got TK Growler, I would have recovered fast enough to at least get a Gustav in. But yeesh. I hate when that happens. It's happened to you. This is the first time it's ever happened to me. How many times has it happened to you? Christ.
The
wheel of fate is turning. リベル1
Okay, let me chill.
アクション。
惜しいな。惜しい惜しい。誰？行くぞ。ほら上だ。メイドの身投げだ。センチュラータイガー。レオパルド。誰？次は破壊こそ美学。クソが。この一撃ってやつだ。
How would I have been able to convert off that? I can't think of anything. Like maybe like Tiger, Cobra, Leopard.
リベル2アクション。
やるじゃん。当たる。
次は破壊こそ美学。
それ。
すごい惜しい。ぞ。
バニシング。
さあ上がけ。
バニシング。
痛みを知れ。
Twice when I was fighting Narnar's Arakune.
覚えておけ。
Okay, I'm gonna lab out like an explanation for that. Like I feel like with this situation just now that happened, I feel like because he did DP and it moved him slightly forward, assuming I couldn't have EA'd. Yeah, I went for the gamble right there. It actually would have sucked if you did EA. I really think it's because like Naoto moved slightly forward, or maybe he moves slightly backwards when he does DP. Like in the very first startup frames, he moves slightly backwards and then goes forward. So maybe like when I moved backwards, Azrael was still like counted as being in front of him, and then Naoto moved forward and the crossover occurred. I don't know. That's like the most I can think of, but I don't even think that's like what really happened.
Score
6-4 now?
お前が散るだけだ。
The Wheel of Fate is turning. リベル1アクション。
ゴミくずが。
軽いな。軽いな。見えてるぜ。
ナビーゴ。
見えてるぜ。効かねえな。軽いな。軽いな。
移動は言わん。たまれ。届かんぞ。強気だ。ゴミくずが。バスター。
軽いな。軽いな。
バカが下だ。不本意でやむをえん。
完全。軽いな。軽いな。
バカが下だ。
軽いな。
ゴミバスター。
軽いな。そら。
What the hell?
だ。
おっとたまれ。
見えてる。
よし、浅い。届かんぞ、届かんぞ。ゴミくず。
Sway after Gusta. Alright, I guess you were going for something else, Jiv. So in that case, I'll go for something else too.
届かんぞ。もっとあがいてみ。潰す。
軽いな。
二度は言わん。愚か者め。
軽いな。軽いな。
ゴミくず。
軽いな。軽いな。
雑魚が潰す。
軽いな。
ほらバカゴミくずが。
軽いな。
雑魚が上だ。
ほらよ。軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。見えてる。軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。
ゴミくず。
軽いな。
潰す。
軽いな。
マグナ。ゴミくずが。見えるか。バスター。叩くぞマグナ。潰す。ゴミくず。二度は言わん。ほらよ。さあよく動く。叩く。愚か者め。
That was some really good defense on your end. Really good block for 5D right there.
3アクション
ゴミくずがほらよ潰す今のは高くていいぞ
Give respect to the record pressure a lot.
今のは高く浅いほらバスター見えるかほらそら叩く
軽いな
ほらバスターほらバスターマグナト
That was really weird.
二度お仕置きだ
Yeah, I understand why. I mean, he plays Naruto, so like he understands like record pressure.
ゴミくっ届かんぞ届かんぞバスタ行くぞその名のもって教えてやろうこれが暴力だ
That Gustav, oh, Loki Azrael's best AA. Yeah, I don't know how we hit him from behind. I'm also mad that Blackhawk didn't kill. So it's 6-5 now. But that was a good 2C. I was pretty predictable with that IAD. Maybe if I did J2C, it would have like killed him.
パパッと選んじゃおううわ狂犬
I would have been more mad if Blackhawk didn't kill. No. Should have been happy. Okay, I'm going to voice is powerful. What are you talking about? I got a lot of system voices in this game. They definitely don't compare to CPEC system voices, but...
アクション
いいか届かんぞよく潰すザコが潰す愚か者めマグナトーラさばけ潰れろゴミく二度としよう難しい届かんぜ叩く潰す叩く
Oh, one night with Valiant. Or Panzer.
おいおい終わりか
アズラエルウィンリベル2アクション
Jesus.
こいつはどうやこの手だ
Fix it.
当たるかよ来たか来たか
Alright.
痛いぞ
If this misses... Azrael, in my opinion, doesn't really have a lot of ways to truly disrespect. Yeah, if that dropped, I would have been very upset. Doesn't really have a lot of ways to truly disrespect Naoto's pressure, because Naoto really has a lot of answers for Azrael's disrespect. A lot of frame trap. He's a frame trappy character. He's really good for enforcing respect. His pressure is basically Azrael's if it was just much, much, much better. Like if Azrael had Naoto's pressure, oh my god. A girl can dream.
どうしても戦わないとダメか。
Yeah, you gotta like most of the points in which you would want to overdrive Naruto, overdrive through Naruto stuff, which is like his drives. He can easily dash cancel
リベル
them
ワン
to enforce another layer of RPS. I gotta take that.
二度はよストライク潰すおら潰す当たるか愚か者め曲げろこら二度これが暴力だゴミバスターゴミ二度は言わん愚か者め愚か者め
Try to fuzzy jump out, fuzzy jump into button, which would have caught something.
アズラエル
Like air dash reset? It would have caught air dash reset, but I guess he got tagged by crush
リ
trigger
ベル2
instead.
アクション
Jesus!
見えるか来い
What do you want super jump JC and get TK Tiger, get Tiger?
バスターうん来いおらゴミクゴミクさあ届かんぞ届かんぞ届かんぞ届かんぞ届かんぞバニシングゴマスターゴミクズが
Oh god! Nah.
見えるか潰す潰すおらアタックおらゴミクズがゴミクズがおら
Oh my god!
潰すアタック
I deserve that. Oh, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. That burst right there, that was 5C into overdrive. And I would have just Black Hawk from there.
ナオトウィンリベル3アクション
マグナゴミクズ二度は腰をくれおら愚か者め潰すほら撃ってほら二度腰をくれ潰す愚か者めマグナほら腰をきだ
What the shit? What the shit? Ah!
理不尽だろう
That's a new one. Usually I get TK like TK or forward dash jump JB or like forward dash into like crush trigger or forward dash throw when I went TK Growler RC. I got TK IAD.
さあパパッと選んじゃおう
How bad was my input for that one?
狂犬
Jiv, if you want a new song, just let me know. Cause I've been playing late Jaeger since you play Naruto, and like who doesn't love Jaeger? I play with music off, so it's really no big difference to me. Now, I can understand why Ikemen plays the way he plays. Ikemen plays with music and voices off. I can't go that far. I'm pretty sure in some matchups you need the voices on, like for against Carl off screen projectiles. I think it's called Volante. But yeah, like it's really soothing playing this game without music.
リベル1アクションカウン
二度は言わん
単純
ゴミクズがゴミクズが ゴミかぜする前だと空を見るぞゴミかほらゴミかぜほら床でもなめなほら見えてる見えるかゴミかぜがほら
Oh my god. TK Growler is really good for beating like buttons that aren't true meaties. Or Wake Up Growler. It does not. I'm just getting really lucky with these Wake Up Growlers. It's with Wake Up Growler can kind of like beat buttons that aren't true meaties because it's 5 frames. Here we go. Yeah, I can do these beats inside. Good block. Oh jeez, times 2. Oh god. Oh no. Double super. Yeah.
もう終わりってわけにはいかねえか。
リベル3アクション。
二度は言わん。
軽いな。効かねえな。
痛いぞ。
Okay, I'm gonna burst that. And I'll catch that one. Yeah, it only has projectile invo from frame 1, but Wake Up Growler is still kind of a good reversal in the sense that like, it's not a good reversal, but it's good in the sense that it can it will beat buttons that aren't actual meaties. Like if you do 2A to meaty me but you mess it up and you try to 2A again like rapid fire and I do Wake Up Growler, if I time it, if it's in that appropriate window, it'll beat your 2A, which it did like twice. And of course I don't have to worry about, you know, yeah, it's 5 frames. I don't have to worry about, you know, it being low profiled. But of course, since there's no invul, that can also easily be stuffed by a regular meaty. So there's still, you know, risk reward in that. It's still vastly skewed in risk's favor, I'd say, because if you meaty with like a really big button, then I'm gonna die. But yeah, you can throw it out every now and then. Like he still has Scud as a reverse. Scud Growler is really bad reversals in the sense that like risk is far more skewed than reward. Especially like Growler and Panzer is just like the go-to. But even then, like all of these reversals aren't really like good as wake-up options. They're better for like to getting out of pressure. Okay. Gotta keep it simple.
I
did not convert off of that. 3C.
アクション。
That might irritate you.
ほらしてる次はないぞここだゲスト
That was really nice. You sound off the punish.
その調子惜しい惜しいほらが惜しいほらここだ
軽いな。
ほらしてるその調子ここだ安いもっとだその調子
軽いな。
What the hell?
頑張れクソがよそ
もう
That
終わ
2D
り。
hit. Hella
リベ
meaty.
ル3アクション。
誰ゲスト痛みを知れ
軽いな。
おらでいったれ惜しいな
どこ見てんだ。
I'm mad at guy for that.
こっちだ。軽いな。なんだよ。軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。3000。
その調子ここだここだよそその調子
ブラッドエッジ。
ここ惜しい惜しい誰
軽いな。3000。これで終わらせる。
オーケストラオーケストラ戦地の大河コブラレオパルド次はないぞ戦いこそ美学次はないぞ
We living, stealing rounds. This character's dumb. Azrael's dumb.
の無駄か
What I do like about Jiv is he doesn't do DP on wake up. You flinched and OD. I honestly don't even remember when you OD. Like, I know you were in OD. I just forgot at what point it happened already.
さあパパッと選んじゃおう。ナオト狂犬。
力を持つ者の匂いがする
始めようか。
I'm gonna check the score after this.
この俺が
Definitely could have
味わ
played this set out better, in my opinion.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Jiv, you're playing really good right now, I want to say. Like, you may not think you're playing good, but I do want to say you're playing really, really well at the moment.
かんぞ
やるじゃん。当たるか。
バカが下だ
そらバニシン。
Yeah, that's right, I mashed on it, trying to about it. Fuck it.
ブラッシュカイド。ブラッシュカイド。シフトバントムペイン。
バカよしな朝もっと上げ
当たるかよ。まだだ。当たるかよ。
マグナトーラ二度これが
ブラッシュカイド。
Oh, cool, I'm alive.
コミケツ
Let me actually play footsies.
が
Footsies.
マグナトーラ二度これがボールバスター
Bitch.
見える
Fuck you. Oh, God, why?
ストライクザコがその程度の実力だと
You almost ran that one back. I'll give you
アズ
that.
ラエルウィン。リベル2アクション。
ストライク
Oh, Jesus.
考えてみるゴミケツが見えるかよく見ろほらほら吊るす
シフト。
潰すアタックザコが上だほら腹が見えるかアタック痛いぞ潰れろマグナほら貴様つけゴミ手仕置きだゴミ二度は言わんほらマグナほら貴様つけほらゴミくまだだ二度仕置きだほらゴミマグナほらゴミケツが
Jesus! Okay, good throw. You know, that carried the risk of bursting immediately. Like, if that reverse actually would have went through Patriot, and I think, yeah, you definitely would have been able to punish me because Patriot's minus 122. Because, yeah, Agile has that extra animation of him, like, shaking off the pain from his hand. Smug little fuck. I've seen what happened to people burst Patriot. I probably would have got bopped. It depends on when you burst it. Like if I would have did like 5A into Patriot like just then, if you bursted like the very second 5A hit, like that exact frame it hit, you probably would have got hit by Patriot late. But if you burst it a little bit later, like in betweenish the frames, like say the frame before the Patriot starts up and your burst gets locked out, you would have went through. Like I know for a fact, Patriot, it doesn't last too long. So yeah, mainly would have been a gamble on when you bursted, if you bursted. I forgot to check the score as well. I'll check it after this. Remind me. Someone remind me to check the score after this match. Okay. These 6As are killing me. Yes. Could have did double panzer there. I don't know why I didn't do it.
その程度の実力だと
アズラエルウィンディベル2アクション
これが暴力だ。
That's who beat.
ゴミキゴマスター。潰れろ。マグナ。空を見せて。僕のマスター。
I unfortunately had you too low for that double weak point route to work. But maybe if I delayed Cobra a little bit more there, it would have worked. Okay, let me check the score. Surprised you aren't doing a late air dash or Valiant to confirm off these 6Bs. That's the thing. Late air dash. When I do late air dash, I want to go into late air dash JC 6A loops so I can get double weak points when he doesn't have a burst or when he doesn't have weak points on him. And with Valiant, I can never really tell when he's counter hit or when he's not. Now, you don't really need counter hit to go into Valiant off of 6B, but it's also height dependent. Like if I want him low enough but high enough for the W point route to work, and I hit him really high off of that 6B, I want to time Valiant properly. Whereas without counter hit, so you need counter for that. Whereas without counter hit, you don't have that luxury. You have to do Valiant as soon as possible, or else it's gonna drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so it's 12 to 5. Wanna do like 3 more Jiv? Is that good with you? Alright, bet. 3 more.
狂犬
By the way, to my 7 viewers, I want to say Happy New Year's to you all. May good luck and good matches and good confirms and good connections and good tournament results come your way. Thank you for watching my stream on this, the first day of 2018.
The wheel of fate is turning. Level 1 Action!
I got my ass crossed the fuck up there.
Azrael Win! Level 2 Action!
Try a slower approach. Good air to air. Good air throw, good anti-air. Really good with these 662Cs. That was bad. Alright. I just sat there and let it rock. No! I'm alive! I tried TKE, I really did. I got scared because I thought you OD'd through TK Growler, I would have been gone.
Naoto Win! Level 3
It's cool though.
Action!
Good air.
間の無駄か。
アズラエルウィン。
Jiv shows me time and time again why I can't main. Why I myself can't main Naruto.
さあパパッと選んじゃおう。うわ狂犬。
The reason is because I can't do these
Naruto?
combos. I can do some combos, but not the ones that count.
少しは退屈しのぎにな
どい
りそうだ。
てもらうぜ。
言っとくが、俺は強いぞ。
The wheel of fate is turning。 リベル1アクション。
Oh god.
浅い。その感じ。そのおっとあがいてるその感じ。
Oh no. Oh Alright. Oh, I'm dead. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm good. What? Oh. What?
この程度かよ。
リベル2アクション。
よく見ろ。
軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。
Oh, that's gonna kill me. That is killing me.
聞いただろ。軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。軽いな。まだまだ。
Again. Naruto and like Falconer are really our characters were like
リベル
5C after 2C is really weird.
ほらよ。
痛いぞ。
山から見えてるぜ。
見えるか。よっ。邪魔だ。
I'm trying to salvage it.
ブラッドエッジ。 まだまだ。
メインと行こう。惜しかったな。
ブラッドエッジ。
見えるか。理不尽だろう。これ。
That was the luckiest misinput of my life. I'm gonna be real with you. That 6B, I input forward. I input 6AB, and through some black magic, I just got 6B. Is that how Dante feels? Pretty sure Dante went through black magic on a refight.
うわ狂犬。ナオト
Stun or die. Stun or die. All right. So this is the last match. It said 3 more, and this is number 3. I'm pretty sure. In the year 2041. I started off today with 2017 matches, and now I'm like 30 match. I did not expect to have a straight 30 match morning or afternoon. It's still kind of morning for me. I woke up late.
雑魚が何匹来て
始めようか。
結果はお前が散るだけだ。
The wheel of fate is turning. リベル1アクション。
Okay, let me play this as patient as possible this time. Aggressive, give attack.
バニシング。
That catches. Get off me. Jiv, I'm gonna chill. Good catch. That was good.
そのまま立ち上がらない。
リベル2アクション。
バスターマグナトーレ二度強気だ。マグナトーこれが暴力。
Alright, that's... I'm more surprised at the fact you got it in hands. Push the good at this.
こいつはどうよ。のクルセイダー。
連れてこいゴミクズが。
フラッシュカイド。フラッシュカイド。
Nice air throw, thank you. I'm mad it took me this long to get used to the fact that Jiv is fuzzy jumping each time I knock him down in the corner. Or is it tempting to fuzzy jump?
アクション。
Rage. What the hell? Oh no. I don't trust you. You know, if I did cool stuff. Stunt or die. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I'm really upset that Pantry
ア
didn't.
ズラエルウィン。
I'm sorry, Jeff. I mean, Hey, yeesh. Fuck. GG's, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14-6? Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 to 5. Yeah, it was 15-5. Good shit though. Like, score doesn't matter in this situation because that you really managed to bring those matches down to the wire a whole lot of situations, and I only managed to win through the skin of my teeth or through some shenanigans. Fuck. If I can give you any piece of, I don't like giving advice too often because I just feel like especially after a set, I feel like the person isn't in the proper mood to listen to me, and people just don't listen to me. Yeah, a lot of scrambles that I just managed to win. If I can give you any advice, I just say be a bit more patient in neutral. Like, you started using charged drives near the end, which is good. You picked up on that. So keep on using charged drives in neutral, mainly at like mid to far range. You know, ranges in which Azrael is gonna have a tough time punishing. Like, say if I do like TK Gustav, there's risk in doing that at like far to full screen, because I can miss. I won't make it there fast enough, and I'll get counter hit by like 2D or 5D, and then that's all you. Just, you know, that's you. Just go ham on that. Confirm. Mid and close range, it's harder for you to catch me out of those because I can easily IAD out. We talked about this before. You know, at closer ranges, you want to use charge drives less, use uncharged drives more, use dash cancels more. Try not to be so antsy. You did a lot of enhanced DPs that were like balls to the walls in certain situations, but because of that, they worked against me. So good on you for that, but they may not work against the next Azrael. You know, like, I would randomly hit you with Tiger Cobra Leopard from full screen, and then you would just do like tech into run up enhanced DP. Stun or die. Like, by all means, stun or die. We live by that creed. But that might get you fucked, you know? Like, at that range, because you know, I had Tiger Cobra Leopard, and I don't do immediate Gustav to either combo off of you. At that point, when you check, you want to be like, alright, so uncharged 5D might work, because then maybe he'll Gustav on wake up to catch me out of like a jump startup or something, or a dash into Rekka. In which case that will catch. So like uncharged 5D or uncharged 2D, that'll catch Gustav, or uncharged 6D that'll catch like an IAD in. There are a lot of situations where I would do like Panzer to get out of the corner, and then sometimes occasionally try and like IAD back in after IAD back in and mix you up. Situations like those, like specifically when I do it. Let me close the room and go into like training mode. I want to talk about this. And this goes for like a lot of other people. I know Fame does it to me. Fame punished me for this for some fucking reason because he's Fame. Last situation, you can use that opportunity to get yourself out of the corner. So let me do this right here. Let me do that. Everybody up. Like that, yeah. So you kind of just stood there sometimes to block or like anti-air, and you'll get tagged in certain situations, right? So what you're gonna do in that situation is like just run or challenge me in the air. You know, like a lot of people just choose to sit there and block when you're doing that. You get hit. You can really do that to like get out the corner if you're like someone who thrives like mid to far range, and then play at neutral, or like you feel? That too, thank you, Dante. I want to talk about record pressure. You already understand record pressure because you play Naoto, and Naoto's record pressure is far more dangerous than Azrael's because fatals. So if you master, let's talk about Leopard at least, because that's the more common one. Oh no, actually less common. Cobra is the common one. Yeah. So. That should be it. What you want to do, in my opinion, is never instant block Tiger. Well, there's the RPS of that. Tiger is -4. So if I do Tiger and then back to regular pressure and you instant block it, I'll counter it. Because on an instant block it becomes -7. That's actually a hard punish for a lot of characters. Naoto's 5A is what? I want to say 7 frames, 2A's 9 frames? Or no. I think 2A's faster. Let's do that. It's a hard punish. Like if I don't do Tiger, you will explode me. But then if you instant block Tiger, 5A is 6, 2A is 7. Alright, thank you. So either which way, that's still a hard punish no matter what. If you instant block Tiger and I go on a Cobra and you mash, if I do it right, there we go. If you instant block it, then I'll get countered by Cobra. You'll get countered by Cobra, and getting countered by Cobra is the one you don't want to get counter hit by. Like that's Azrael's record 3. Mid screen, it's better to get counter hit by Leopard than Cobra. So I'm kind of messing up my Rekka pressure, but Rekka 2 and Rekka 3, that's like those are the big ones during Rekka pressure, obviously. If you instant block Cobra, delayed Leopard will lose to instant button mash, immediate. So immediately. And if I yeah, you can also sway. You can also sway once Facebook. Sway the second one if you don't. If I delay it too long, you can sway. However, you feel? You can also just DP through. It really, I really can't explain too much about Azrael's Rekka pressure because it's literally just Naoto's Rekka pressure with the added, with less of the added incentive because of Fatal. I'm not too sure about the numbers on Naoto's. Just know that Tiger is -4, so -7 on instant block. Yeah, super RPS. Or Tiger is -4, normally -7 on instant block. Cobra, I want to say, is -9 on instant block, so -6 on normal block. Leopard is -14, so I don't even gotta explain like instant blocking in that situation. Yeah. First is -3, second is -7, third is -14. See, Leopard is the same as Roar, both -14 normally, and Cobra is -6 normally. So, unless your character has a 7 frame or higher, 7 frame or slower 5A, you can punish it. And there's only like 2 characters that's like Susanoo and Tager, I think. So yeah, really it's just the same thing as Naoto's. You don't really want to barrier record pressure. Honestly, if you can understand how Naoto records and pressure work, you can understand how Azrael's work. There's really just the there's less to worry about because of Fatal, but still it's just blatant fair because Azrael. You said earlier you don't really know how to use OD in this matchup, so I'm explaining right now. Versus Azrael, it's really good as a defensive option, in the sense that he's actually really weak to OD. So it's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Let me turn off counter actually. That. Yeah, if you OD through Gustav, OD through Drive, we die. So these are all kind of like, whoops. Applying it in situations outside of 5D, 6D, 3D mix-up. Okay. So alright. So let me tell you, for one, outside of the mix-ups, you can also use it in reaction to him getting back in. So say I'm gonna have him Naoto IB barrier everything. Instant barrier. So let's do that. So I did a bit too late. I'm also bad. What the shit? I don't need to swing, but basically get the idea. If I do like, that's a common footsie option Azrael does. Most Azraels do 5C into Gustav, because you know it's safe when blocked, -1 when instant blocked, but it's still, I'm in. I don't mind if my turn's over. You get the point. So my issue was me kind of just ODing at the worst possible situation, which is immediately your fault. Alright, so good for owning up to you. Not just in this matchup either. Yep, okay, so with OD and bursts in this game, bursts are inherently weaker than OD because of the character specific, buffs your character gets when in OD. The fact that it enforces an RPS situation afterwards, you're at an advantage in most cases, and of course there's damage and active flow. But this doesn't mean that you should always be using OD, in my opinion. Specifically for Azrael, OD should be used as a reactionary tool. Outside of like combos, or if you're easy way and you use it to like round start, gain stocks, and then win the set just from that. I think it's really good for I really think I'm bad at explaining things, I'm sorry, but as a reactionary tool, OD is just killer against Azrael. It really just when an opponent has OD, yeah, that too, bursting early versus Azrael is not a good idea. Like say you burst a 5A, I did it to keep him from starting his turn and, gain the momentum round start. Okay, what are you gonna do when you whiff a DP in his face and he has like 50-60 meter to punish with fatal counter 5C? That's like 5k damage you have to hold when you could have held like 1k damage and then just dealt with blocking Azrael. 5k double weak points, you're probably gonna die for the next hit, as opposed to 1k maybe one weak point depending on whether or not the Azrael is good or screen spacing, and like, you know, you still got the round, you got your burst. I do want to talk about your bursts actually. I think you got to work on your bursts. You kind of did them. You did good bursting during like Rekkas. Like if I got like if I did that, it's good to burst there. It's good to burst her, but bursting like I don't know why I blocked that. Bursting, that's not good. You don't want to burst. Rule of thumb, obviously, don't burst jump cancelable moves. Azrael's jump cancelable moves are 5A, 5B, 6B after a long time. It's also a common. I'm gonna reveal a confirm. Let's do that. It's also a common point for people to burst immediately when Valiant hits. Is that a bad thing per se? No, because Azrael loses weak point on you. So that's also a common burst point. That's why you see a lot of Azraels immediately RC after hitting Valiant. That's why I see a lot of people delay their burst and then RC there. There is a route that I saw the love of my life Suna do, which is I'm bad. Let me switch the roles actually, or now. Or something like that. And what that does is I bait it. You don't. It's really important to hold on to your burst during like the startup of moves. Like you want to burst like Panzer during battle. You want to burst Sentinel during battle. Sentinel's really easy to react to. Like in my opinion, Sentinel is the prime burst point again in Valiant routes. You burst against you see Sentinel, and you're Gucci. The times you see Sentinel during Valiant is after 4 or 5 Cs. But if you see 4 or 5 Cs, chances are they're gonna go into Sentinel from there. So that's a good point to burst. If you're gonna burst, then burst after they waste a weak point, but you can get baited because of the wall stick. Ground bounce gives enough time. Exactly. You don't want to burst. You say I do. Say I do that combo, right? You don't want to burst during. You burst in Rekka neutral, yeah, but look, you still got a weak point. Unless you were literally counting the time you've had weak points, and you said, all right, I've had it for 16 seconds. Now's a good time to burst. Little known fact: the time Azrael's weak points last for 17 seconds. Not in game, 17 total seconds. It's I forgot the X amount of frames. 6 frames 1 second. Multiply that by 17. There's your answer. 17 seconds. So unless you're keeping count and realize it's been 15, 16 seconds, and you say, okay, I can burst because I'm gonna lose the weak point immediately, don't burst there. You wanna burst. You wanna burst after I've exhausted the weak point. Because if you burst that, back in neutral, you don't have that weak point. I don't really have any resources on you that makes you fear me. Like, I would much rather get hit by 5 without weak point than 5 with weak point. Unless it's like obviously I have resources, then like so yeah, you burst it in a lot of situations where it's like that's not really a good point to burst. Also, aside from like matchup specific burst points, you also want to take into account the life deficit you have. If if you're in the red and I'm in the green, that is a horrible time for you to burst. Absolutely horrible. If it's like round 1 and you're in the red, like this combo's gonna kill me burst, and I have green health, that is the worst possible moment in which anyone can burst ever in the history of time. Even if it hits. Even if it hits. Congrats. You are at 0. You're at 0 burst. You're at 0 burst. I hit you. Now you're going in the round with 2 burst stocks, and I have a full burst. You won't get your burst back until mid-round, near end round. That is the worst time for you to burst. What you want to do if a combo's about to kill you and it's like round 1 is burst one that looks like this. We're still reasonably close. We're still in like 1 to 2 combo kill range. Or if I'm at like 50 or 40ish. If you burst and if you have like 21 health and you burst when I'm 60, 70 or higher, that's not a good idea. Unless you're 5 trillion% confident you're gonna be able to run it back. I've seen people run matches back when they have like 1 health left and people have like 91. I've seen it. It's happened to me. I've done it to others. But in terms of life deficit, always use your burst when your health is reasonably close. You feel? And I don't mean like, oh, he has 100 health and I have 91. Next time I get hit, I'll burst. No, I mean like, you're nearing the end of the match, or the momentum's really high and you really don't want to lose your momentum. Or, hey, this is a really good point for me to burst and they're going to lose all their resources and I still have like favorable amount of resources. Try not to burst like too early or too obviously. Don't use your burst against jump cancelable normals like 5A, 5B. Use it again during moves, like say I do Sentinel and a Valiant combo. Oh, he did Sentinel, I'll burst. Or oh, FC Valiant Gustav. Random phone call from a number I don't know. As I was saying, 5C Gustav. Don't burst like after Gustav hits, because like, what the hell? Oh right. You don't want to burst after Gustav. You want to burst during Gustav. Burst during moves. Don't burst like after moves. Or don't burst before moves. Burst to expend to exhaust resources. Or feel. Like say, here's something. I would have like, I notice a lot from you. I would have like 90ish health. You would have like 40ish health, and you have a weak point. You have a weak point on you, and I anti-air you with Valiant, and you burst. The health deficit is one in which I wouldn't say burst at that point because it's a pretty vast health deficit. You ran it back most of the time, so good stuff to you for that. But like, you noticed it. I noticed it because this happened. I baited your burst. Now in that situation I couldn't get anything. I don't know how I didn't get Hornet there. But like, what the shit? I rapid, and if I'm optimal, I get another weak point on you, or I get massive damage. In which case, I should. Bam. I waste 100 meter for that, yeah, but which one of us doesn't have the burst? Which one of us has weak points on them? Which one of us is in the advantageous situation? You always want to say to yourself, like when you use a burst, what are you risking when he uses burst? What are you gaining when he uses burst? Where I see burst is an important resource, gotta think one round ahead if it's worth losing the advantage. Exactly. Bursts, of course, like I said, aren't as strong as OD, but they will save your life. Obviously. They can also end your life. Obviously. That was a cool confirm on my end. That was the first one for that confirm. But, so it's really important to say to yourself when you get hit, when you're about to get hit, should I burst this? Near the like midway end of the set, I was starting to get like slightly aggravated because I don't like seeing people just continue to move away. Now I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do this. Move away from me. I'm a really impatient person. So when I see people moving away from me while I'm trying to chase them down, I get immediately antsy because I like it when there's momentum. Be it on my side or their side, I just like when there's momentum. So when I'm losing momentum and they're running away and they're avoiding the fight, I get heated. So you hit me, so like... That's 2.4k. That is not a good thing to burst. So I burst you immediately because you're running away and then you hit me. I get tilted. So that's a bad burst. Dante even pointed out, like when I get hit by a 5-8, that's not really worth bursting. It's not, unless it's like we're both in kill range and we're about to die, or that 5-8 was gonna kill me and get you the match, even though you had a perfect. You feel? So it's really, excuse me, really imperative that you always ask yourself, is this a good point to use my burst? Is it a bad point? What am I gaining? What am I losing? Can I use it for OD later? How much time left is in the match? If we're both sitting on like, if I have like 20 health and you have like 11 health at one point later on in the match, and there's like 5 seconds left on the clock, pop that OD. There's like 1 second left. Pop that OD. You know, don't get ran out. You know, there's so much to take into account when you are about to use your burst. How much damage? What started it hit me with? How much damage can he get off of this? How much time is left? How much health is left? What round is it? Can I use it for OD later? Is it a good point to burst? What are the resources? Is he gonna exhaust resources? Am I gonna exhaust resources? You're exhausting a resource when you burst, obviously. But say like you're playing Azrael and you burst. You know, like, are you losing resources? So I really want you to work on your bursts, because you burst at a lot of really poor points. When the health deficit was vastly in my favor, I was like, you hit me once at one point in the match, and I'm like, okay, I'm at 99.99999 health, and you're at 1, and it's the first round, and you would like burst, and it's like, why would you burst there? Just save it for the next round. You feel? Sometimes you didn't. Most of the time you didn't. It was like, yeah, cool, you did it. You save your OD for the next round, but you were burst other times, and it's like, that's not a good idea. I feel like you should be more patient. You do rebound a lot, which is like, it's a good way to fight Azrael. It's also just as good to fight patiently against him. A good Azrael is a patient Azrael that knows when to explode at the right moments. I'm walking a lot. This is just, you know, an example. I'm not saying I do this often, because I don't. I'm a pretty impatient person. But say you're fighting an Azrael who's walking a lot. In neutral, he's very patient. He's waiting for you to mess up. This is how you play Azrael. You're waiting for the other opponent to mess up, you know, to hang themselves, and then suddenly out of nowhere you do at full screen. I'm walking. I'm waiting for, you know, like drives, and then suddenly you're dead. Or suddenly I'm waiting, and then you're dead. Right? Or suddenly, let's say you don't dash cancel your stuff. Home slice, right? I'm waiting, and then, alright, I'm bad. But anyways, I'm waiting, and then, you feel? So you want to use, like I said earlier, you want to use drives from a really far range. You want to, if you do take action against Azrael, you want to do it at ranges in which Azrael can't do much. There's still the inherent risk of, oh, he's charging a drive. I can actually, you know, increase my pace. I can stop walking and just, and look, the distance is close just like that. Now I'm in your face, right? Naruto could just dash cancel his drives. Right? So I'm doing that. We're back there. Take action at full screen, where there's much more time for you to react to Azrael. I'm charging a drive. He's still walking. Alright, I'll let the charge drive rock. I'm charging 6D. He's still walking. I'll let it rock. You charge 6D, and then he jumps. Alright, cool. 6D's a good anti-air. Charge 6D's a really good anti-air. And if he presses a button in the air, boom, fatal. That's meterless 6K with Naruto. I don't know why, but meterless 6K for you. Good on you. Or I'm charging 2D. He's walking. Alright, cool. It's a low. Maybe he'll, like, down back too late and get tagged by 2D. Cool. I'm at a range I can't confirm off of. Alright, no big deal. I'll either A, stay at full screen, B, cancel into Rekka, sway Rekka, and then, like, get lucky with it, or put you in block stun. Or I'm on you, and we're playing neutral from close range. We're playing, you know, a tight game of neutral. Or you're doing charge 2D, right? Charge 2D, and I'm walking. Oh, he's walking, and then I jump. I jump at you. You're at full screen. There's much less risk, there's much more time, and safe opportunities for you to react to what Azrael's doing. Bam. Or say, I want to stay grounded and do Gustav, right? Oh, he's full screen. Gustav's an option. You pick up on the Azrael's tendencies. This Azrael's wild. He'll Gustav at this range always, no matter what. He'll always do TK Gustav. TK Gustav, right? I'm gonna be risky. Bam. Which you did a couple of times, and you got me. So good to you. But I want to see more of it. Like, you and Hyponic on net play are the best Narutos I've ever fought. If we combined Hyponic's patience with your confirms, you guys would be unstoppable. You guys would be SKD levels of Naruto. Like, I feel like with you two, I'm gonna say this now because you two are my closest Naruto friends. Hyponic's better in neutral in the right places. You're very oppressive with your Naruto. You can be a bit more oppressive, but at the same time, you could stand to be more patient in neutral. And even when you're on offense, it would help. It can help for you to back off sometimes, to cool down. You don't gotta move 24/7 with Naruto. Dashing is fun with Naruto. Dashing is necessary with Naruto. Do you always have to do it in neutral? No. Like, I see you do, like, full screen slash guy, enhanced slash gate, which as a 42 from far range is good because you can't punish it, and if it hits me, you can confirm off of it, or you know, charge JDs. That's good too. But what if you do a slash gate and you just happen to run into, if I'm not bad, see, happen to run into that. Sometimes dash barrier is good. Dash barrier, because then say I do that to your barrier and you react to Gustav with OD. You feel, Jiv? If you're still here, I hope. I feel there's that. Just really, just like, you played the matchup really well this time around. I want to say, like, ignoring the score, looking at the matches themselves, you played the matchup superbly. It's just your patience I want you to work on, and your bursts. And of course, you know you want to work on your OD usage, but that also ties into your bursts. So aside from those three things, I think you're really good, Jiv. Just those three: your patience, your OD, and your burst. And two of those things tie in together. If you get good with one, which is like OD, you're gonna get good with burst. If you're good with burst, you might not be good with OD. But I feel if you're good with OD, you'll be good with bursts. Because then you'll understand the strength of your OD and keep your bursts around more and be less predictable with your bursts. That's in my opinion. I'm wrong a lot, but that's how I strictly feel. Not just you, but as a whole, as like a player thing with BlazBlue. If you're good with OD, you're good with bursts. But if you're good with bursts, you're not good with OD. And it's really important to have both things, not just one or the other. But aside from that, you use drive. Like I said earlier, I'm not just repeating myself at this point because I'm running out of things to say. You used your drives fully charged in neutral, nearing like the end, like full screen, which was good. You could have stand to use a bit more. You ran around a lot. There was a lot of movement that I would see from like an easy way. Like you did a lot of risky things, but you did it at moments where I didn't expect it. So you kept me on my toes. So I'm not gonna get on you for that, because you kept me on my toes, and when it worked, it worked. Just know that against someone else, it might not work. But yeah, I do really think you played really well for what it's worth. And what you gotta work on isn't really like isn't a lot. They're just important things. You feel? 3 things, in my opinion. There's probably someone will say more, someone will say less, but for me, it's just those 3 things. And they're important, but it's not a lot. There's gonna take a while to get used to, you know, beat that habit into your head. But aside from that, Jivy boy, my main man Jiv, GG's. And I do hope other people listening to this kind of took something away from like that little rant I gave. But it's suddenly 5 o'clock. I've been playing Blaze Blue since I got home, and I got home like at 12. So, thank you guys for watching my stream. I'll probably stream again some other time. Yeah, GG, Jiv. Thanks for playing me. I have fun playing you, as per the usual. I took another screen cap. That happens so often. Later, guys.